Happy Canada Day. Your gas bills, your heating bills, and your grocery bills have just gone up. That's the message from Liberals to 3 Atlantic Canadian provinces who will be hit with the carbon tax increase on July the 1st. These same Atlantic Canadian provinces have 40% of their citizens already living in energy poverty. Yet these Liberals want to triple the carbon tax as we are going into a winter where heating bills are already expected to double. Will the government give relief to Atlantic Canadians, all Canadians, on Canada Day and every day by cancelling the carbon tax?
You will find that the answer to the question is in the member's question itself. There will be no increase in carbon pricing in Atlantic Canada before July 1st, not before this winter. And in fact, people will start getting the climate incentive payment before the increase in carbon tax in July 1st. No increased cost to Canadians this winter, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
First, the carbon tax hasn't worked. They haven't hit a single solitary emissions reduction target in the 7 provinces where the tax is already imposed. And now they want to impose it on 3 more provinces. Second, Canada ranks 58th out of 63 countries for climate action performance. And third, these so-called rebates do not pay for the full cost of the carbon tax. 60% of Canadians who pay this tax pay more than they get back in rebates, according to the parliamentary budget officer. So instead of stating and restating these falsehoods, why won't they give Canadians a break on their heating, eating, and housing bills so that Canadians can afford to live?
8 out of 10 Canadians will get more from the climate payment incentive than what it costs. That's a fact. They can debate it and they can go into the alternative views of the world, but Canadians will get 8 out of 10 Canadians will get more. And Mr. Speaker, what I'm interested to know is when will they have a plan to fight climate change? When will they help tackle this issue that is costing Canadians billions of dollars, Mr. Speaker, year after year? That's my question to them. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The real question is when will they have an environmental plan? Because they haven't hit a single target that they've set for themselves, and that's not our opinion. That is the finding of their own departmental reports. And it was the parliamentary budget officer that this Prime Minister appointed that came to the conclusion that the vast majority of Canadians pay more in the carbon tax than they hope to receive in any rebate. And now a report shows that Canada has come in 58th out of 63 when it comes to climate action, falling behind China and Indonesia. So when will they finally accept the science and admit that they have a tax plan, not an environment plan?
Accept the science minister coming from the Conservative Party of Canada. Their Minister of Science did not even believe in the theory of evolution, Mr. Speaker, and they would like us to say that they believe in science. That's very rich. And newsflash for the Conservative Party of Canada, Mr. Speaker, emissions have gone down in 2019 and 2020. That's a fact, Mr. Speaker.
That member should have better sense. He knows that program is garbage. The carbon tax opposite continues to gloat about the need to tax Atlantic Canadians. But the evidence is in. Carbon tax isn't working. We rank 58 out of 64 countries in fighting climate change. Canada's emissions are higher now than ever. Carbon tax just fuels inflation. When will this Liberal government stop forcing their failed carbon tax down the throats of Canadians?
Affordability is extremely important, and we have taken significant steps to address affordability issues, including the investment of $250 million for heat pumps yesterday. It's also the case that no matter how much the Conservatives try to mislead this House, 8 out of Canadian families actually get more money back than they pay with respect to the price on pollution, and certainly in Newfoundland and Labrador it will mean money in the pockets of folks there. I would also say, as I said before, it bears stating that every member of that side of the House campaigned on putting in place a price on pollution in the last election. What do you say to your constituents? My goodness.